Good morning, my dear pupils. How are you today? Are you feeling well? That's good. Keep safe all the time. This is the skill that we're going to learn today. Use divisibility rules from 2 to 12 to find the common factors of a set of numbers. Let us first define the words divisibility and common factors. What is divisibility? Divisibility means that after dividing, there will be no remainder, or the remainder is zero. What is a common factor? It is a factor that two or more numbers share. Let's take this example. If you are asked to give the common factors of 12 and 16, you need to apply your knowledge on divisibility rules to get easily the factors of these two numbers. Since 12 and 16 both end with 2 and 6, apply the divisibility rule for 2, which says a number is divisible by 2 if it ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. List down the factors of 12, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. For number 16, the factors are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. You will see in the list that both have the common factors of 1, 2, and 4. As what I have said, divisibility comes from the word division or divide. This is the process on how to manually divide numbers. In this example, the problem is 57 divided by 3. Remember the step-by-step processes. Daddy, mommy, sister, and brother. Daddy stands for division, mommy stands for multiplication, sister for subtraction, and brother for bring down. Follow as we divide 57 by 3. 5 divided by 3 is 1. Then 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Then 5 minus 3 equals 2. Then bring down. Then back to division. 27 divided by 3 is 9. And 9 times 3 is equal to 27. Then 27 minus 27 is equal to 0. Here, the remainder is 0. So this means that 57 is divisible by 3. In this example, we are going to divide 165 by 3. Follow as we divide 164 by 3. Remember the steps from division, multiplication, subtraction, then you bring down the last number. 16 divided by 3 is 5. 5 times 3 is equal to 15. Then 16 minus 15 is equal to 1. Then bring down 4. We have now 14. 14 divided by 3 is 4. Then 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Then 14 minus 12 is equal to 2. So here we have the remainder of 2. So this means that 164 is not divisible by 3. With divisibility rules, you don't need to divide numbers like the two examples. Memorizing divisibility rules is important because the rules will help you learn shortcuts to tell when a number can be divided by another number with no remainder. When is a number divisible by 2? A number is divisible by 2 if the last digit is even number like 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Examples 20, 132, 3,564, 1,576, 49,998. These numbers all end with 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So these numbers are divisible by 2. Let's have another example of divisibility rule for 2. Look at the last digits of these numbers. We have 40, 952, 1,034, 93,916, 525,378. All these numbers end with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Therefore, these numbers are all divisible by 2. Remember the rule. A number is divisible by 2 if the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Divisibility rule for 3. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. Example, is the number 135 divisible by 3? Okay, according to the rule, add the digits 1 plus 3 plus 5. And the sum is 9. Since 9 is divisible by 3, therefore 135 is divisible by 3. Let's have another examples. I have here 90, 552, 2,332, 78, and 12. We're going to tell whether these numbers are all divisible by 3. So according to the rule, we're going to add the digits to tell whether the number is divisible by 3. If the sum is divisible by 3, that number is divisible by 3. So 9 plus 0 is 9. 9 is divisible by 3, therefore 90 is divisible by 3. Next is 552. 5 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 12. Then add 1 plus 2, which is 3. So 3 is divisible by 3, therefore 552 is divisible by 3. 2,332. 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 10. So 10 is not divisible by 3, therefore 2,332 is not divisible by 3. 78. 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. Then add 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. And 6 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 78 is divisible by 3. Next is 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. And 3 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 12 is divisible by 3. When is a number divisible by 4? A number is divisible by 4 if the last two numbers of a digit form a number divisible by 4. In this rule, it is easier if you memorize the two-digit multiples of 4 from 12 to 96, since according to the rule, you need to study the last two digits of a number whether it is divisible by 4. Examples: 6,712, 1,516, 920, 324, 12,628, 2,232, and 736. All these numbers are divisible by 4 because the last two digits are all multiples of 4. Let's have other examples. Let us study why some of these numbers are divisible by 4 and why some are not. In this box are the two-digit multiples of 4 that you need to memorize to help you tell if a number is divisible by 4. Number 1, 340. So this is divisible by 4 because the last two digit is 40, which is a multiple of 4. Next is 355. So this number is not divisible by 4 because the last two digit is not a multiple of 4. It is not included here in the list. 948. 48 is a multiple of 4. That's why 948 is divisible by 4. 352. So this is divisible by 4 because the last two digit is a multiple of 4. So 52, 52. Next is 888. So again, this number is divisible by 4 because the last two digit is a multiple of 4. 2,954. So this number is not divisible by 4 because the last two digit is not a multiple of 4. So it is not here. It is not included in the list. When is a number divisible by 5? A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is 0 and 5. Examples: 560, 225, 45, 12,500, 9,005, 400. These numbers are divisible by 5 because all of the last digits are 0 and 5. When is a number divisible by 6? A number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. Example, is 42 divisible by 6? To know if 42 is divisible by 6, test whether it is also divisible by 2 and 3. Recall the divisibility rules for 2 and 3. A number is divisible by 2 if the last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. Now, let's try. 42. It is divisible by 2 because the last digit is 2. So, 42 divided by 2 is equal to 21, which is a whole number. Next is 42 divided by 3. Is this number divisible by 3? According to the rule, add all the digits. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. And 6 is divisible by 3. Thus, 42 is divisible by 3. So, 42 is divisible by both 2 and 3. Therefore, this number is also divisible by 6. I have here another example. Let us see whether 375 is divisible by 6. Remember that a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and 3. To know if it is divisible by 3, add all the digits, then tell if the sum is divisible by 3. Let's add 3 plus 7 plus 5 equals 15. Then add again the digits 1, 5. 1 plus 5 equals 6. And 6 is divisible by 3. Then 375 is divisible by 3. For 2, is 375 divisible by 2? So look at the last digit. It is 5. 5 is not an even number, so it is not divisible by 2. Therefore, 375 is not divisible by 6. When is a number divisible by 7? To tell whether a number is divisible by 7 is a bit complicated compared to other divisibility rules because you will need to follow these steps. You also need to memorize the two-digit multiples of 7 to make it easy for you to tell if a number is divisible by 7. These numbers at the bottom, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70, 77, 84, 91, 98 are the two-digit multiples of 7. Let's find out whether 6,671 is divisible by 7. Practice doing the steps until it becomes easy for you to tell whether a number is divisible by 7 or not. So, write 6,671. First step, double the last digit. So, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Then, subtract 2 from the rest of the number, which is 667. So, 667 minus 2 is equal to 7 minus 2 is 5, then 6, 6. So, 665. Then, repeat the process. Double again the last digit 5, which is 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Then subtract 10 from the rest of the number. So 66. So 66 minus 10 is equal to 56. And 56 is one of the multiples of 7. That's why 6,671 is divisible by 7. When is a number divisible by 8? A number is divisible by 8 if the last three digits form a number divisible by 8. Example, is 19,640 divisible by 8? Look at the last three digits, 640. So 640 divided by 8 is equal to 80. So this is a whole number. So 640 is divisible by 8. Since 8 evenly divides 640, thus 19,640 is divisible by 8. Your skill in dividing numbers is needed to tell effortlessly if a number is divisible by 8 because the rule tells us that the last three digits tell us if a number is divisible by 8. So you need to practice your division skill. If you are not good at dividing numbers, you need to memorize or be familiar with these 112 three-digit multiples of 8. If a number ends with one of these three-digit multiples of 8, that number is divisible by 8. Divisibility rule for 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of the digits is divisible by 9. This is like divisibility rule for 3, wherein we get the sum of all the digits to know if the number is divisible by 3. Only in this rule, the sum must be divisible by 9. Example, is 963 divisible by 9? So add all the digits. 9 plus 6 plus 3 is equal to 18. Then add 1 plus 8. It is equal to 9. And 9 is divisible by 9. Therefore, 963 is divisible by 9. Other examples for divisibility rule for 9. Is 7,209 divisible by 9? The rule says to add all the digits and say if the sum is divisible by 9. So 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 9 is equal to 18. Then 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. Since the sum is divisible by 9, therefore 7,209 is divisible by 9. So let's have this 2,807. Is this number divisible by 9? Let's add all the digits. 2 plus 8 plus 0 plus 7 is equal to 17. Then 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. 8 is not divisible by 9. Therefore, 2,807 is not divisible by 9. Divisibility rule for 10. This rule is easy to memorize. This rule says that a number is divisible by 10 if the number ends in 0. Examples, 50, 380, 2,510, 5,000, 1,404,040. All these numbers end with zeros. So, these numbers are all divisible by 10. When is a number divisible by 11? A number is divisible by 11 if after subtracting the sum of the digits in the odd places and the sum of digits in the even places of the said number is a multiple of 11 or 0. Example, is 50,259 divisible by 11? Identify the numbers in the even places and the odd places. So, what are the numbers in the even places? So, just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 2 and 4 are the even places. So, 0 and 5 are the numbers in the even places. And the numbers in the odd places are 5, 2, and 9. So, add. Find the sum of the numbers in the even and odd places. So, 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. So, 5 is the sum of digits in the even places. Then, 5 plus 2 plus 9 is equal to 16. So, this is the sum of the digits in the odd places. So, find the difference between the two sums. So, 16 minus 5 is equal to 11. So, this is the difference between the two sums. Since the difference is 11, the number 50,259 is divisible by 11. Divisibility rule for 12. A number is divisible by 12 if the number is divisible by both 3 and 4. Remember the divisibility rule for 3. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of all the digits of the number is divisible by 3. Example, is 1092 divisible by 3? Add all the digits. 1 plus 0 plus 9 plus 2 is equal to 12. Then add again 1 plus 2. It is equal to 3. So number 3 is divisible by 3, thus 1092 is divisible by 3. Again, the divisibility rule for 4 states that a number is divisible by 4 if the last two numbers of a digit form a number divisible by 4. Is 1092 divisible by 4? Since the last two digits 92 is a multiple of 4, therefore 1092 is divisible by 4. Since 1092 is divisible by both 3 and 4, therefore, this is also divisible by 12. Practice makes perfect. Please answer this divisibility test. Write yes if the number is divisible by the number in each column, and just leave it blank if it is not divisible. It's time to test yourself again. Place a check mark under the number if it is divisible by the number in each column. It's time to check your work. These are the answers to the key practice test. These are the answers to the test yourself activity. Did you get the correct answers? If not, review the divisibility rules and go back to your mistakes to check them. Apply your knowledge and the divisibility rule by giving the common factors of each set of numbers. Number 1, 27 and 81. Number 2, 8 and 12. Number 3, 14 and 21. Number 4, 84 and 93. Number 5, 200 and 155. Congratulations! A round of applause to those who tried to finish the task. Those are the divisibility rules from 2 to 12. I hope you learned from our discussion. Watch the video again and again if you want to master all the divisibility rules. Practice listing the factors of set of numbers, then identify their common factor or factors. This way, you will not forget the importance of divisibility rules. Thanks for listening.